So I've made this fidget blanket and I just wanted to make a little video to document how I made it and my progress, and that may help me make another one in the future, and it may help you make one of your own. So what I did was I just kind of pulled some fabrics that I thought went nicely together and some materials, ribbons, zippers, buttons, cording, rickrack, stuff like that. And I just basically I started here with this little 4-patch block and I started building it out. I didn't really have a clue as to how big I wanted it. What I ended up with were 6 blocks, 8 inches each, 8 inches square. And I just I didn't math it to death. I just started sewing and attaching things in any old fashion. This is a template I had from making a card out of a dress. I used double-sided adhesive on a piece of fabric and then glued it down onto an 8-inch block. Ironed it down to an 8-inch block, and then I did the zigzag stitching around it. I did insert a piece of flannel as the batting, and my backing is one solid piece of fabric. The finished product is about 15.5 inches by about 23 inches. I still have to bind it. I haven't done that yet. But I did a lot of the zigzagging around the appliques before I had the batting installed and all 3 layers joined, and I stitched down these little oddball things before I had the batting installed and the quilt sandwich made. The last touches I did were the buttons, because it's hard to quilt around buttons, so that was my last step here. And in the zipper pocket, I was a little, because this is a fidget blanket and it's going to be used in possibly retirement home, nursing home, folks with dementia. I was careful to make this zipper pocket relatively small. I stitched down here along the edges just so that people wouldn't squirrel away little crackers or things that shouldn't be squirreled away inside the zipper pocket, but they can still open it and play with it and get their hands and fingers in it. And you can still store something in it if you'd like to, but I didn't want larger items to disappear on anyone. And I was also careful to make sure I didn't use anything that was rough or scratchy or that might injure someone or hurt someone. I did start here with a piece of elastic cording, and I changed my mind on that because if you've ever pulled that cording a little too hard and then let go, it snaps your fingers and hurts a little bit, and I didn't want that to happen to anyone who is currently under nursing care. So I just used a piece of cording, just ribbon type of a thing. It doesn't have any stretch to it, so it's not going to snap anybody's fingers. That's about it. Now I just have to bind it, and I think I'll be all done. And it is machine washable because I used all cotton. Well, it's not mostly cotton fabrics, but all these fabrics are machine washable, and they can be machine wash on cold and tumble dry low. I was pretty pleased with the outcome.